Doing good today, doing good. I got 9 out of our 10 guys that were in the semis and the finals, and they had a nice break, ate good, rested up. Now they're just getting loose and getting ready for the finals. This is number 14 in a row, yes it is. We had 9 going in the finals. It was good matches. They wrestled great. I'm proud of them. It's number 14 in a row. What I'm most proud about is how they handled the adversity of things that were a little out of their grasp, out of their control, and how composed they stayed, and just pushing through. And I think going into a state, it's a good attitude to have. I think we all have a chip on our shoulder, and I think it's a good thing going to state. So I'm proud of them. The way you handle yourself after you lost in adversity, that's what wrestling prepares you for. And they passed the test, you know, it was great.
Losing sucks. Losing's the worst, you know. Just got to get out there and just keep fighting, keep battling, keep working hard to be a champion. I lost the last 2 years in the finals, and I think this is a great way to go out, you know. Get one under my belt, just putting a name for myself, you know. My own name.
Which one that stood out? Well, I mean, Gavin getting the monkey off his back. He had 3 times in the finals. He lost twice, took second twice, and finally getting over the hump this weekend was awesome for him. I'm proud of him. He's like the happiest guy in the world all the time, and he's a good kid, so I'm happy that things worked out for him this time.
It's a good feeling. I've worked hard for it, you know, getting a first tournament last year, I tore my knee. So, you know, I've been waiting a while for this. Just to show that the hard work paid off after being out for a whole season and just coming back after 14 months off, and shows I still got it. It feels good.
From Gilroy High School,
Man, the future's looking bright. You know, people are always saying, oh, they're coming for Gilroy.
I think they're going to go far. I think they're going to win more CCS titles and possibly a state title for sure.
Gilroy on 3, 1, 2, 3, Gilroy!
This is like the latest we've ever checked in. We usually come here, we're the first people usually here, but yeah, this is what our routine, you know, come here, check in, go to the back room, check our weight, and then after we make weight, go back home, go back to the hotel and just like, you know, grub out.
Okay, Gilroy, follow me.
Yeah, the kids worked hard all week, so they don't have to worry about the weight today. And we can just go home and eat and relax and sleep and let their bodies rest today.
First time here. I've been here before, but just to watch my team. Last year, they forgot the weighing sheet, so I had to sneak through all of this. Yeah.
If you look at a team, they're all seniors and a couple of juniors. We only have 1 sophomore, you know, here. So these guys know what they're doing.
We've always go make weight on a Friday night or what have you, and then always go right to the pool, hot tub, no matter where we are in the state or the country. As cold as it may be, they'll jump in the water, jump in the hot tub, hang out. You know, they have a little time to themselves, and they kind of carried it on as they got to high school.
Tournaments. We usually stay in suites like this. This is we're at the Residence Inn suite. We usually stay at Spring Hill Suites, but we pack kids in here. But we save a lot of money because we have kitchen appliances. So I make tons of rice, tons of chicken, and that's why the kids get to eat healthy. It works out pretty good. We got a closet full of. That's how our pantry is the closet. We got all our bread and bagels and stuff in there. Kids are playing video games in both rooms on their computers and kind of laying low, just getting downtime and relaxing and taking their minds off of tomorrow and stuff. And
I was only 0.2 over, so with this I'll probably be about, I don't know, maybe. Keep on switching, 0.6, 0.8.
Earlier when we checked our weight, everything was good. Our weight was good. Our weight was, we're down to weight, so we don't really have to worry about cutting weight tonight or anything like that. All the boys get to eat. That's a good thing. I'm gonna go straight to the scale.
Good to eat tonight.
Rice and chicken. That's all we give the guys is rice and chicken. That's what they eat all year long. That old way in wrestling where, oh, you gotta starve and stuff. That doesn't work. They weigh in with their food, they eat, and they know exactly how much they weigh. You know, they're disciplined all week so they can eat these last couple of days and not be starving. Lupe, Villarreal, Fox, Penny, There's a weighing sheet. I got 2 of them in case. We'll meet at 7:30 at the stage. You know where that little auditorium thing is? We're gonna get them up early, check their weight. Because groom check's like at 6 a.m. Once they weigh in, and we'll give them their breakfast, get them kind of hydrated back up. We've never had anyone not make weight. Everyone's always made weight. We manage their weight throughout the year, and they know how much they can eat. And the earlier it is, the earlier they eat, that means they're gonna float off some of that weight naturally. And then in their sleep, they're gonna lose about a pound. So I like getting them a workout early. I make them run, then I make them drill, then I put them through like a 1-minute match. Kind of make them to simulate their first match, because a lot of times you're sluggish your first match. So if we do it first thing in the morning, blows them out, they're soaking in sweat, they warmed up, and then they rehydrate again, eat again, kind of gets their body back on track. That way when it comes time for action, they're ready to go.
Right now, boys just getting warmed up, getting ready for the tournament. Nothing changes from even our local tournament, our mid-cals, all the way to our state tournament, CCS tournament, you know, just loosen the body up, getting ready to roll. Key for Nikko, 1 match at a time, you know. Last year, he really got ahead of himself, had success as a sophomore, and last year he's wrestling in 1-point matches. Obviously, you guys are trying to, you know, figure him out, hold on to him, and not let him shoot. And at one point he told us, hey, I'm not going to win state. I'm not going to win state the rest of the way I'm wrestling. And like, so, you know, here's your problem. You're thinking too far ahead of winning that title. You've got to take 1 match at a time, you know. Guys you don't know, or they have nothing to lose. They're coming out swinging, you know. So they're preparing all year just for you. So you just do what you do, get after it, blow your lungs out. That's my biggest thing right now. Blow your lungs out every match. Don't do anything different. Blow your lungs out your last match of the year, state finals, and then everything else will take care of itself. So that's it. Just wrestle 1 match at a time. Don't look ahead. Don't look at the next guy. Just 1 match at a time.
Makes him want to roll more. And you can grab his wrist from there, and then you just right there with sperm, and then usually they'll belly down that way. And then you just sit up. Just giving back to the baby hawks, inspiring little kids, you know, giving back to my old wrestling program. Well, I started off in the same exact wrestling program, but I started off at South Valley at the Hawks. But yeah, basically the same thing.
Twice at 40 years, as old as I am. That's how many guys, that's how long guys have been wrestling. He's been the champion of champions twice. Pretty impressive, huh?
Did you get from 3rd place when you wrestled and won? Did you get from 3rd place to 1st place?
Yeah, I went from 3rd to 1st place the next year.
One of the big thing when he won 1st place the next year, he was losing in the finals 4-2.
3-0.
Oh, 3-2.
3-0.
3-0. He's almost got the mic. 3-0. It doesn't matter. I'm trying to read. 3-0. He was losing, right? With 10 seconds left in the match. Did he give up? No. He came up and threw the guy who had won 3 state championships himself. He was going to win his 4th one, and Nikko beat him. He was a senior, Nikko was a sophomore, and he beat him. And the most important lesson there is he didn't give up with 10 seconds. He just didn't say, oh, it's over. He went for it. And that's why he's a 3-time state champion. Pretty impressive, huh? All right. Okay, Logan.
When did you start wrestling?
I was probably 7 years old. And I started as a Hawk at South Valley.
I'm 7 years old and I started off that age. Does your dad go hard on you?
Does my dad? Oh yeah, definitely. If your dad's yelling at you, it's out of love, you know, guys. They're trying to do what's best for you.
Now listen, Nikko didn't win all the time when he was little too. Right, Nikko?
No, I lost a lot.
He lost a lot when he was a little kid. Okay? So, but he never got discouraged. Even when his dad was spanking him or, you know, yelling at him.
The cool thing about Nikko is he's traveled all over the country training for wrestling. He trained where the Olympians train in Colorado at the Olympic Training Center. He's done a lot of things through wrestling, but the main thing, the most important thing that he did is he did good enough in school, and now he had a scholarship to wrestle in college. So now, the best thing he did, more important than his state championships, is he's going to college. And that's the main goal. That's the goal for all of us.
Now, everyone remember where, I told you guys yesterday where Paul was going? Where's Paul going?
Stanford!
Okay, and where is Nikko going?
Arizona.
There you go, remember it, all right? Arizona State, right? Okay, guys, come up and say thank you to Nikko, and we want to thank him for coming in and shake his hand, guys.
Hard, guys. Go hard.
See you guys. Shake. I want to shake.
I'll just take hugs. I'll just have hugs. Thanks, guys.
on the wrestling forum, there's a wrestling forum on the websites and stuff that had a lot of talk about me not being as dominant as I should be, and then just telling me, I've lost motivation to be a champion, and I just wanted to prove them wrong, I just had a really strong mindset that this is my year. I'm going to show people I'm dominant. I'm going to go out there and just show everyone, I got the fastest pin in state. I had probably 4 or 5 pins the whole entire tournament. It's almost hard to explain how motivated I was for that tournament.
Day 2. Yesterday the boys looked good. Took some tough losses. Victor Olmos took a tough loss. He's fighting back. Mark Penachek, he's fighting back. It's in the console round, the blood rounds they call it. They're going to come up first round. They're going to bang it out and try to medal. Paul, Nikko, Matt Penachek are in it. They're in it to win this match in the finals. So we're in it to win it, man. One match at a time. Don't look for the finals. Look for today's match. I'm excited. I'm excited for them.
You guys know what's at stake. You guys know what you got to do. Do what we train to do our whole lives. This is what we train for our whole lives. Just going for this moment. I love you guys to death. Thank you for the ride. Bring it in.
State champs on 3. 1, 2, 3. State champs. Get back. Your shot. Your shot. Your shot. Your shot. Your shot. Right back to it. 5. That finish is there. 6. Sure. Get out there. Set the head. Good. Big, go for it.
I lost a match on my first day, and I lost the blood round of the second day, and that was the first time making it a second day. If I won that match, I would have placed at state. I'll never forget anyone who scored in the first round. He was a great wrestler, and I got caught in that throw, and I just couldn't get back up. It was gonna be the last match. I couldn't get pinned. And if I was gonna go out, I was gonna go out with a bang. So third round, I gave it all I got. Tried shooting, tried throwing him, tried everything, but I lost. It happens, you win, you lose. I mean, it's terrible I lost my last match of high school, but I have 4 more years of Stanford to wrestle at. I still have college to wrestle in, so one match isn't gonna define my whole career. I'm extremely proud to be part of Gilroy. This was a great team. I've grown up with these guys. Before wrestling, I tried other sports. Nothing clicked, nothing was good. I never liked a team before this. I got to wrestling and I found a family. I want to thank my family for pushing me and getting me into the sport. I want to thank all my wrestling teammates, my partners, Nikko for helping me so much. I want to thank my coaches, Greg, Jason, Bill, and Dr. Sanchez, and everybody for believing in me and really believing in me and knowing that I could do what I did.
And what's your name, sir?
Phantom Street Artist.
And you designed this?
Designed it especially for Ask Alan Paradise. This is the 10th anniversary state championship trophy. It's 18 inches, which is the length of a wrestler initiates the first takedown wrestling. And it's 18 inches depth, it's about a quarter inch big. It's on a Dave Schultz. Hollywood's decided to make a movie called Foxcatcher. And this is the state championship trophy that we've designed for 10 years consistently.
Well, since my son's been in high school, we do this every year. And we've been following the team.
Tri-tip. Nice tri-tips. Actually, Michelle's dad's taking care of it. We just marinated.
All these parents are here with their little ones that don't have high school wrestlers because they're showing these kids, this is what you're working for. This is, you want to get on that big stage. That's going to be the payoff. Yeah, the big stage. Exactly. It's showtime. They're showing them, you're not just going out to tournaments after tournament to wrestle for nothing. There is a reward. There is a reason. There is a prize at the end, you know, that you're trying to work for. And they look up to these high school boys. And our high school boys, you know, get back in the room with them and help them out when they can and get on their level, play some basketball, and, you know, just show them, like, if I can do it, you can do it. And we have, you know, Willie Fox, he's at the Naval Academy. He's home right now, coming to watch Paul Fox, his brother, in the finals. And all these kids, you know, they run to Willie. They ran to him in the stands and said, Willie, you know, they were those little kids getting his autograph a couple years ago. And it's good to see that, you know, Willie, Nikko, Paul, all those kids, they were where you were at. They started young and they had to work up. And if they can do it and they can get into Stanford and ASU and all these great, you know, establishments for school, then so can you.
We're going to crown some California state champions, right? You know, I think when you're talking about, you know, the best kid in the state, right, there's obviously all the kids that are here, you know, the final group are very special, right? They can't get here without being extremely gifted on the mat. And off the mat too. They're usually connected, right? What separates those kids, right? What's the difference between first in the state tournament and second in the state tournament? You know, I kind of attribute it to three things, you know, smart, big heart, lots of guts. You know, the kid that's first in the state and second in the state, they're both pretty strong. They're both pretty fast, right? I mean, you couldn't get in the state finals without having some speed, some strength, right? So it usually comes down to somebody that's figured out how to do it, really wants it bad, and is willing to put it on the line and take the risk, you know, of failure, of not reaching your life's goal. And then that's how you get to number one.
Every boy here is ready. And they're in the finals, so it's going to be tough for everyone.
I was just excited. I mean, these guys have been with me a long time. I got footage of them in like '06 when they were little, and we were in Virginia at some stupid camp. I'm screaming at them, and it's just fun to see them full circle and come around, and now it's time to send them on their way.
This is the moment wrestlers wait for, that are in finals and they have a dream of being a state champion, and here's the opportunity to take advantage of it, and they have 6 minutes to do it. It's not factoring in overtime, so every move, every moment of every match counts. You guys have been working out each other all year. Iron sharpens iron. Who could ask for two better partners? You're both in the finals. 2 years ago, we won 2 titles, and we've done that twice in school history before, so we're getting a chance actually to win 2 titles for the 3rd time. Stay the course. And of course, Nikko going for his 3rd title, which will be a school record.